Ladies and gents, what's up? It's the Gangster Rap Odyssey, and today's episode we got a special treat for you, man. We got that Purgatory album. Check it out. This is the back of it, and man, we got the RP logo, all the tracks on here. Look at that artwork, man. I was just begging for this CD to come out physically, and Esham delivered. Let's see if we can't get on the side here. Purgatory Esham. It's pretty clean, man. It's pretty clean. You know, we got all songs written, composed, programmed, and engineered by Esham Smith. There you have it, folks. How dope is that? I love it, man. When Esham has his fingerprints all over the project, you know it's going to be dope. So, mastered by Bob Gerendick, and then the artwork, of course, by Moon, and Real Life Productions in the house. Trademark. You know it, man. You got to love it. So, let's open this baby up, man. All right. Throw that away. All right, what else? Okay, let's zoom out a little bit here. Look at that artwork, man. That thing looks sick. It's a pretty sick album artwork at least. Damn, look at that. Look at that CD. That looks so clean, man. I don't think I've ever seen a CD look that dope. I might just be hyped, but that is so awesome. And then on the left, we got some cool text. You know, y'all can read that on your own time, but there it is. You know, Esham always got some special secret message in some of his CDs, you know. Nothing unusual. Man, look at that artwork, though, man. What is that? Is that hell? Hell and heaven? It's Purgatory. That's what it is. It's Purgatory. Man, that's dope. Let's see what's behind it. Purgatory clouds. Gotta love it, man. Purgatory clouds. No secret messages. Nope. Alright, let's put it back. See what we got on the fold, man. Damn, look at that artwork, yo. Hell. Man, that is sick. That is some sick artwork. Worth the money, dude, totally. Look at those. Man, we got some words back there. I think that's the 7 deadly sins or something. I don't know. Lust, anger, hearsay, fraud, gluttony, greed. Nice. Oh, shit. Oh, man, look at that. Let's zoom out, man. You got to see this, man. This is dope. Now, this is how it should be done, man. This is some CD artwork right here. Let's take a zoom in here. Purgatory. Man. That is some dope-ass artwork, man. I love it. Man. What's over here on the right? We got heaven. That's pretty clean, man. Of course, we got some words in the back there. Kind of hard to see with the light. What do we got here? Calm down. Try to put this in focus. Maybe not. All right, let's look at let's see if we can make out some of these words. We got, damn. I can't even see these words, man. Ambitious, warrior. You got to see this yourselves, guys. It's kind of tough to see under the light, but it's dope. These ones are easy to see, though. Lust, gluttony, envy. Oh, look at that. We got another paragraph here. Purgatory, a place, and all this other stuff. That's dope, man. Read it on your own time, but, man, it looks clean. Let's take a zoom out, man. We got to see this. Let's put this all together. See what we got for our money. Man, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That looks clean. That looks so sick. I love it, man. I don't know how else to describe it, man. It's dark, it's gritty, but it's polished and clean at the same time, you know? I think I think Esham outdid himself on this one, man. So bravo. Uh Everything looks so dope, man. What can you say? For 20 something bucks, easy buy, man, easy. We'll put this baby back. I don't know if I'll ever play the CD, of course, because it's all over streaming media and whatever. So check it out, man. Check it out if you haven't. You know, we saw the back. It's pretty dope. I mean, just the RLP logo being back there is dope. I don't think there's any bonus songs back there either. So, you know, Spotify it is, or whatever. Let me know what you guys think. Did you get it? Are you just bumping it on your streaming devices or whatever? I don't know. I'm gonna do a review on the album because it is a pretty sweet record. So, hey, check us out at throwback88.com. That's where you can find more videos and my podcast, The Gangsta Rap Odyssey, and this channel as well. Hit that like and subscribe on the YouTube. You know, just hit us up, man. Leave a comment if you got this record yourself. Let me know what you think. Oh, before I leave, check this out. USPS ground from Esham himself. That's so cool. Much love, Esham. You gotta hear fast. Hey, I'm out. Peace. Alright, yo, welcome to the review of Esham's Purgatory record. If you're watching us on YouTube, this is chapter 2 of the CD reveal and review. Links will be in the show notes for those on Spotify or whatever. There's going to be chapters in this podcast just so you can skip around from the deep analysis to the final, what do you want? What's that word I'm looking for? You know, the final score, you know. So, before we get started, let's talk about Esham a bit. Frankly, most either love him or hate him. He's often credited with creating a whole new genre of rap, more commonly known as horrorcore or wicked shit. You know, artists like Brother Lynch Hung, ICP, and Tech Nine, they kind of wear his influence on their sleeves, you know, no doubt about that. Not to say that they aren't original, but like in the same way NWA pushed a whole genre forward, one can say Esham did the same thing for hip-hop, especially in Detroit. The real godfather of Detroit gangsta shit, that would be Esham for sure. If you knew Esham in the 90s, there was nothing like him. You know, there's few on his level, a producer and a rapper. He really mastered both. I mean, his flow was just killer, man, killer. You listen to Dead Flowers, Closed Casket, man, and his beats even more insane. The dude was a genius. But like in the 2000s, he was even more controversial, but really for other reasons, other than the shock value of his songs. Albums like Male Dominance and Repentance had us asking if the unholy was fading away. But, you know, behind that roller coaster, I think was just a conflicted man. I don't know the guy personally, or I've never interviewed him. But to me, it would seem that his haunting lyrics, they just didn't serve him anymore. He had knocked on Mass Appeal's door, but there was really very little answer. Esham did make dope shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. And he moved toward a more gangsta vibe. And sometimes we got the unholy on records like Nodis and Tongues, but long gone were those Closed Casket flows. In the end, I think we all just kind of grow. So let's fast forward to today. After the album, which we do not speak of, that would be called Psyops, we couldn't get Purgatory fast enough, really. So, I mean, before we dive in, though, let's ask a couple questions. Is Esham back? A. B. What is the crown jewel of the record? Meaning, what is the best song? And on a scale of 1 to 10, where does it fit? Or where does it sit? So let's go ahead and judge a book by its cover, man. The cover, I mean, it's amazing. I'm not an art brainiac, but whoever did this is dope. And if you look inside the cover, you get more of this classic art shit. Very classy and clean. The best way to describe the actual CD is dark, clean, wicked. I'd say, we're in for a hell of a ride here. If you want to get a good look at the CD insert, watch my YouTube channel if you're listening on the podcast app anyways. I don't think we've got to cover this dope from Esham since like Tongues. Just my opinion. So, anyways, with all that out of the way, let's talk about the music. And this is just going to be a deep dive. We're going to run through every track and just analyze them. It's just the way I love to do it. So, the CD starts with Active Shooter, and it's like my most unfavorite shit. Heavy metal, Now, y'all might like that heavy metal shit, but as for me and this house, no. Of course, I know Esham, he's going to bring it. He's done... he's been bringing that heavy metal shit for like his entire career. And don't get me wrong, Mr. Negativity and Why You Gotta Lie, those are classics. But for me, it's kind of hit or miss since I typically don't really dig that shit. The track, though, to start off the album, it's alright, If you're into metal, you're gonna love it. Do I skip it? Not really, but, it's not gonna make my super devastator playlist that unites all the dope shit. So luckily, though, he gets back on track with the second, track, Circle of Proud. It's a dope track, man. It bumps, and he writes about white politics and all that. Even, this is the president, why not? It's pretty cool, man. It's just like, just white. It's kind of a funny track, but it's pretty dope as hell. So I'm glad that we got that in there for track number 2. And then we'll move on now to the next track, Circle of Wraith. This is the first Circle track of many, but it's back to that heavy metal shit. And right now I'm like sweating, like, oh my god, we're gonna get too much of this heavy metal. He got a dope flow here though, so his flow is pretty dope. It's kind of cool, but I'm putting this on. I don't know. I'm not putting this on the ultimate playlist. The Devastator, like, Transformers. Esham, though, proves he can still rock the mic, though, on heavy guitars. He's been doing that since, like, day one, so it's kind of his thing. It's pretty dope, though. I'm glad he could still flow on it. He still comes hard, and he's got heart on here for sure. But, heavy metal, the guitars, not really my thing, but I can't say that the track is whack. I really just can't. So we'll move on to the next track here, Circle of Avarice, Espanol. So, I think we got a theme here, of course, because we got these circle tracks, and it must be like the Rings of Hell or something. But as far as I can tell, the title to this track really doesn't match the song. And spoiler alert, I don't think the other ones do either. And if you caught my track listing predictions, I got this all wrong. Unless I'm missing something. I thought he was going to be telling like some kind of story, or it was going to go with the title track. But maybe I'm not listening hard enough. I don't know. But fuck all that. This track is so dope. Jack Frost, the Detroit OG, comes hard as hell. This track does make the super playlist for sure. It's classy. It's even mafioso. And Esham's flow is dope here. And man, I gotta tell you, man, this is the Esham I love these days. So, bring more of this, man. I'm really digging this track. So the fourth track here, we got another circle track, the Circle of Gluttony. And Jack Frost returns, and he does his thing. And the beat's kind of slow, but it's hard. And, it's all right for this track. I wouldn't say it's forgettable, but it's not my favorite. But I fucks with it. I like it. But the next track, Saint Detroit, this track right here, as we move along, I think has a little more soul in it. It's got that ghostly piano touch. I like it, man. I really dig it. I think the album is headed towards the right direction at this point. And if you thought maybe it was going to be heavy metal heavy, you are now, I don't know if you're in for a disappointment or a good surprise, but thank God for me, I'm like, all right, man, we're getting to that gangsta shit. What is the next track here? The title track. Damn, Purgatory. Man, oh man, is this track dope as hell. Is this the new Wicked shit? You know, I feel like it is, you know. It's like the stress of being trapped in purgatory. You know, Esham goes through his own inner conflicts. Like, I think this is Esham at his best these days, man. The track, so far I have to say this is the best track. I definitely put this on the hot playlist. Like, if you listen to the lyrics on this track, it's like Esham is just, it's like a depressing track, man. It's crazy. You know, just the way he writes still is like new Wicked shit, 2K23, man. It's just a depressing kind of track, but it's really just the like the challenges or the conflict of being like in purgatory, like stuck, you know, in between the red pill, the blue pill, which one, you know, whatever, man. It's purgatory. It's such a dope track though. You'll love it, man. And it's a great title track for sure. So, all right, man. And then we're back to the Circle. This is the final Circle song, Circle of Sloth. This one will throw you in for a loop, man. It's on some blues shit. It's like some blues gangsta shit. So I love the nod he gave Eazy-E, and you know the track shows that Esham isn't one-dimensional for sure. If there's one thing Esham has never been accused of is being one-dimensional. This one right here, man, he just kind of proves that he's like a mad scientist in that booth and behind the boards. So I like it, man. I fucks with it. The next track has we're moving along here pretty fast, and we're halfway through the record. And you know, we got the first single on here, Bro. Man, I love this song. The beat bumps, his flow is dope, and Esham is really in the zone here. Right here, we can say Esham is back. It's a dope track to use as a single or a leak, if you want to call it that. You know, just enough to get our appetite, just enough to make us hungry for some more Esham. So I was glad that he made this the single, because I was like, yeah, man, it sounds like the E is back, man. And I was right. So after that, we got Watch Me Do My Dance. I predicted this track would be insane, really. And it kind of is, but it's not what I expected. It's fucking dope, though. The keys in the back, you know, or they just get strung almost softly, like even chilling, you know. I don't know if that's what is that, a banjo? I don't think it's a harp, but, you know, I don't know. This is some genius shit. If you ask me, it sounds kind of like a RZA track, but on some Esham shit. You know, it's so dope, though. I do like it, you know. Watch Me Do My Dance. And then, you know, the next track here in a totally different mood is Big Motion. And I love these electronic, almost like 8-bit Nintendo sounding beats. It's another haunting beat, man. Are you getting a theme here, man? Just haunting. I keep using that word. But, you know, this is another haunting beat. And it's a highlight of the record for sure. I definitely put this on the Super Ultra Devastator playlist. So, you know, we're back, or we're on track 12 now. Track number 12. And it's called Me, featuring the one and only Mastermind. And man, it's dope, man. It's so fucking cool to hear Mastermind on an Esham record again. Mastermind, man, the guy just gets more gangsta the more years he's around, and I love it, man. And I love Esham's lyrics on here and his flow. Man, now this is where I really want some more Esham and Mastermind collaborations. I don't know if that means another Nodus record. Kind of hard to do without TNT, rest in peace. But man, we need some new collabs with just Esham and Mastermind. So dope. So, the lyrics though, man, like, it's so crazy, man. I love Esham's lyrics on here. I'll just quote him real quick here. He says, it's all about me, E and M, not him. If it's whack, it's not us. If it's dope, it's not them. Whoa. And I'm like, damn, that was just clean, man. Just such a dope flow. It's fucking awesome, man. I think, me, like, does that really stand for Mastermind and Esham? Me? I don't know. More of this, please, though. We get a little more on the next track, El Cesarios, and this is some more mafia shit. It's another dark, clean-ass beat. Esham flows nice on here. He's got a real nice flow these days. I'm impressed, really. Having Mastermind on the hook and intro, it just makes the track, it makes a favorite out of the track. It's one of my favorites. Put this on your playlist, man, for sure. So after we're getting all that dark, wicked gangsta shit, though, we get a break, and it's a cool jam, man. It's called I Can't Believe, and it almost sounds like East Coast too. I fucks with it, man. It's a nice break. It's a nice, I like to call them a bridge track. Kind of helps you get from here to there, and that's what this one does. That's what it does for me, anyways. I do love the track, though, man. I put it on my playlist. It's dope. So after that, though, we'll move on to the next track here. Woke Up Quick. You gotta listen to this shit and absorb all the sounds that make this track up, man. I love that record scratching, and I can't remember the last time E rapped like this, but I dig it, man. So I love it, man. I'd check that one out too. So, and then we move on finally to the other single that dropped, OTB. Man, I love this track. Esham brings some heart and soul here. You can't help but just reminisce about wanting that old thing back. All the old things, man, like rap in the 90s, the starter jackets and Pumas, whatever, man. All that old gangster shit. Anyways, that's what I think about when I bump this jam. And Esham, of course, has his own ideas, and this was a great idea as a single track or a leak. The video he made for it was dope too. We got some young Esham on it, like some hidden video footage he pulled out of the vault or something. It's definitely a bright spot on the record, and he could have ended the record just right here, and I would have been happy. But we got one more track. It's a vibe, and this track is nuts, man. It's kind of a dope way to end the track, but it kind of gives me that bonus track vibe feeling, but I fucks with this track, man. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's such a dope track. All in all, though, I think it's a decent final song for the CD. So anyways, ladies and gents, that is the deep dive of the record. So let's move on to the final chapter of this review, the verdict. And we'll just get it out of the way. This ain't Closed Casket. This ain't Dead Flowers or Tongues even. This is like some genius future Esham shit. To see how the wicked shit has really evolved after so many years, it's just dope to see, man. It's futuristic, it's classy, calm, mafioso. Mature is probably what I'm really looking for. That's the word, mature. Personally, I don't like the way the record starts, really, because I'm not into heavy metal, but that's just me. If I take out them two tracks, I can honestly say there's no skippers. But, let's dive even deeper, let's find the best tracks on here. And I think that my standout tracks are Circle of Avarice, Purgatory, Watch Me Do My Dance, Big Motion, Me, and OTB. Those tracks, I point them out because those are like 10s to me, But the crown jewel now, we got to figure out what is the crown jewel, the best track here, the defining song of Purgatory. And I got to say, it's the title track, man. It's Purgatory. We get to go inside the mind of a maniac genius who is tormented by his own past. It's the track that we needed from Esham and didn't even know it. The beat is sick. His flow is just as sick. This is the crown jewel of Purgatory, the title track for sure. So, Esham's flow differentiates throughout the album, never sounding like he's just rapping over generic beats. And if it's one certainty, it's that he still has heart, If you followed Esham for years, you'd think he sometimes hated the rap game, just from some of his lyrics and, foul ball, just disappointed and pissed at the industry and whatever. But this project shows that he has his groove back, and appreciate it, because I only wonder like how much longer Esham's going to be doing this. How many more records does he have in him? I think the title Purgatory is so appropriate because Esham got his fame from being that crazy shock value, even scary rapper from Detroit. But at the same time, it's prevented him from crossing over to the mainstream and getting that success. And when he tries to do something new, a lot of the day oneers feel betrayed, This is Purgatory indeed for Esham. I give this album a solid 8 though. It's a dope record. It's a solid 8. It's not perfect, but it's not offensive either, and it's up there with one of my favorite projects from Esham. So check it out, man. You can buy the record at acidrap.com, or you can stream it on Spotify or iTunes or whatever. But if you buy it, man, it's well worth the cash. The artwork, it's dope, man. It's a real high quality. I don't know, man. Just takes me back to the old days, and I love it. So either way, man, you got to bump this record, and let me know what your favorite tracks are. Which ones hit home to you, man? Send me a message, hit me up in the comments or whatever. But, I think that's a wrap. That's a wrap, man. Purgatory, Esham, it's great. It's an 8. Make sure you give this episode a like, subscribe wherever you hear this, Spotify, YouTube, or whatever. Apple Podcasts, and check out the website, throwback88.com. That's throwback88.com. You can check out more videos and reviews there, and even get at me. If you leave me a voicemail on a record, man, or about a record, I will put it on the show. I will put it on the podcast, man. I'd get a kick out of that shit. So anyways, I'll be putting my reviews or whatever up on that site ahead of time, so you can drop your thoughts on it with the voicemail, and I'll put you on, man. You heard right. Anyways, just check out throwback88.com. Get notifications by signing up with your email and shit, or just check it out daily. Our AMP radio channel and station head. You can follow us on that too, and that new Threads shit, Throwback88. Link. All of those links will be in the show notes. So, that's a wrap. But spoiler alert, the next record we going to run through is none other than Lazy Bones' 2001 album, Alberna. Check it out on Spotify and let me know what you think beforehand. And we out, man. Keep it gangsta, y'all. Keep it gangsta.